Hey everybody, welcome back to This Ohio Farmhouse. I'm Chuck, and this is our property here that Joanna and I live at with our two boys, and we are just about 5 miles down the road from Jenna and Ben. Jenna is Joanna's sister, and we kind of got into this homesteading hobby lifestyle about 4 years ago, and so this channel is just to share our experiences, give you some tips and information, and entertain you a little bit on our homesteading journey. So this is the first week of June, and I am surrounded by what's starting to be my wood pile, my wood supply for this upcoming winter. And we're always kind of thinking about firewood because we heat with firewood for about 7 to 8 months out of the year, and I don't want to be without a supply. I do have propane as a backup, but we like the cost savings and a little bit of the sustainability that we have heating with firewood. But I've been having a problem over the last couple years of moving logs around, moving heavier pieces of wood, and also working safely and keeping yourself protected when you're out cutting. And so I've been looking for a solution, kind of considering some different tools. And so I think I might have a solution, a product that I'd like to share today. I'm going to unbox it and assemble it and try to check it out and give a little product review. So this is part of the problem that we've got. Earlier this year we had an opportunity to get some nice poplar logs from one of our friends who was clearing out a home lot, and so we got the logs out of there in short form because he has an excavator and he loaded our trailer, which is great. But once we get these logs home, it's pretty hard to move them around. So I wanted to look for a log peavey or a log lifter, and I'll show you what that is if you're not familiar with it, but it's a tool basically that latches onto a log. It's like a big lever, and it gives you the ability to roll the logs and to actually pick them up and get them up off the ground so you can saw them. Basically, when you're out in the woods or in this situation here, if I was to cut through this, I could get down into the dirt where chains are going to get down, and this is rotating so fast that once you hit the dirt, you know, just for a second, it's already had a chance to go through a bunch of these teeth and dull them up, and that just slows you down because you're going to have to either take this apart, swap a new chain out for a sharpened one, or take some time out in the field to sharpen your chains up. And so it's dangerous, and so I just need to get a solution for that. So on some other videos, I showed you a product that I got. This is a pickaroon or a hookaroon, and this has been really handy. This was one of the first things I bought, and this is to like basically move around cut firewood. So if you're out, like you have a small log and you're gonna throw it in the back of your truck, or you're clearing out your truck, you know, you can just pick it up like this. It saves you a lot of time. Your back, I'm a taller person, Ben is a taller guy, and so this is just handy when you're doing this all day, just to, you know, snag stuff. So it's good for smaller logs. I mean, you can use it for bigger logs if you're trying to move stuff around, and then you can just carry them like this, and it's a lot handier because you can carry 2 logs at once. So this product I liked because it's aluminum, and sometimes, realistically, being honest, you leave your tools out, you forget about them, lays in the bed of your truck, you could forget it, you know, where you're out cutting firewood. So I didn't want anything that was wooden. I paid the extra money for this aluminum. It's got a stainless steel tip on it that's replaceable. It's an American-made product, which is important to me. And so I've had this for a little over a year, and I've really liked it. So I thought, well, if I'm looking for a solution to move these, maybe I should go back to this company. This is not a paid endorsement. I don't have any affiliate links with them. It's just my opinion on this review. So the company is called Woodchuck, and the website is woodchucktool.com. And we're gonna check it out today because I ordered a log peavey and a log lifter kit. And so we're gonna unbox it and put it together and see if this is going to help solve the problem today. So let's check that out. Well, I've actually had this product for over a month and been kind of waiting. I didn't need to use it yet, and I've been wanting to do this video to share this with you, so I'm excited to do this. So I actually ordered this from, let's see here, gotta remember, this was sheldonhill.com. I've gotten a couple other things from them as well. Again, not an affiliate, not getting any payment for this, just sharing you one of the companies I've ordered things through. And I always try to buy American-made products, and I know that a lot of times they cost a little bit more, but in my experience they're also well engineered and they're well made. And it's just, to me, it's important to support my fellow working Americans. Wow, I thought I'd have to do some assembly on this, but let's just check this out. This is together here. Hold on. See if there's anything else in here. Okay. So it looks like okay, so let's see here. Again, right off the bat, I can tell you this is really impressive. This kind of looks very similar to it's like my picaroon from Woodchuck on steroids. Just this awesome aluminum handle. I mean, this is really, I don't know if you can see the end of that. That is a substantially thick piece of aluminum, and got a nice tacky kind of a grip on it. And so this is I believe this is like the foot part. So when I actually use this to lift the log up, this is the part that's going to be on the ground. And so this looks like this is going to be the feet. And this, again, I mean, just the thickness on that, it looks probably like a 1/4 inch piece of steel. Looks like these teeth on here are steel. This is steel. I could be wrong, but we'll see. And this is all aluminum, which is great because this is all the stuff that makes contact with the ground and it's out in the elements. So, all right, I'm back. And let's work through this here. So this looks like a 9/16 inch socket is there you have it. Pretty simple, right? So all I had to do was loosen this bolt, pop this in, and 4 bolts here, and we're off to the races. So we'll go over and check this out. Without using it, I can just tell you that this is really a very well built, very solid. It's not using like chintzy and you know, flimsy materials. This is all really nice thick gauge aluminum, good quality bolts, nice paint job, you know, very simple. If this is the only part that will rust, if I ever have to, you know, touch this up, if that's important to maintain that. So let's go out and see if we can roll some logs. All right, so we're gonna start with this one. And to be fair, this is the first time I've used this. I've used, you know, log Peaveys and stuff before, but not this particular one. So I want to try to basically move this log, and so I'm going to move it this way. And this is a big log, let me say. This is probably, I'm going to say, at least 17 feet long. That was very easy to roll with this. Try to get it in the middle here. Oh yeah, this See, this is all where it's been laying in the dirt. Now, you know, it's been in there probably a couple inches deep, and that's the part where your saw would get all hooked in there. Tell you, this is very comfortable with this long handle. It's nice leverage. I don't feel like this is bowing or straining this at all. I mean, I'll even just like nothing. Let me reposition the camera here. So now let's give this a test how I'd actually be out in the field if I'm gonna want to get this log off the ground and start sawing on it. So let's maybe come down here. And put it right up on the feet. Man, that's nice. I mean, it took a little bit of effort, but you're cutting firewood, so expect to do some work. Here, we'll just actually take the camera out, but the thing that's important to note, you can see down here, so it sits on these feet. One of the things I liked about this is that a lot of these tools don't have this really stable footing, and I like having this because I really feel comfortable when I'm using power equipment. Like, this log's not going anywhere. I mean, check this out. Hardly budged it, and that's because of these extra teeth that lay down here that catch the log so it won't roll that way, and then this locks in place here. So if this log, say we were on a decline or something and this was going to shift back, this isn't going to go anywhere. It's going to stop the log here, so it's not going to roll back onto my feet or roll forward. So this is really in a safe position to cut. So yeah, so I guess my first impressions are this thing's this is a beefy tool. This is serious, and this is just what I wanted. You know, I can't remember what I paid for this. I know it was, I can tell you it was a little bit more than other ones. I think you can get some of these that are like maybe less than $100 with like a hickory or a oak handle. But like I said, I just would rather buy something, pay a little bit more for it up front so I don't have to worry about it down the road and replace it. So this is very thick aluminum tubing. This is not going to bend. It's not going to rust. I don't ever expect to have to replace this. It's well constructed, well fabricated. Really like it. Well, there you have it. That was the unboxing. I'm excited about the product. I'm going to be happy to use it. It's always a pleasure to work with well-made tools. It's safer, you have peace of mind, and I think this is going to be a good tool that I'm looking forward to using as I get these logs moved across the street and get them all bucked up, and for the rest of the firewood season this year. And by the way that tool looks, I think that'll be the last one I'll ever have to buy, and I'm looking forward to that too. So thanks for watching this episode of This Ohio Farmhouse. We'll be talking in the future about an update on our wildflower border. You can kind of see behind me here, we've got a video that we shared last year on how we put this together, and it'll be a nice update just to show you how it's coming along. And I think we liked it so much we're going to be expanding the wildflower area. So take care. We'll see you next time at This Ohio Farmhouse.